Hi guys, and welcome back to my channel. I hope you all had a wonderful Christmas time or holiday time with your families and friends. This time of the year means it is time for my yearly favorites. This kind of video is my personal favorite videos to watch on other YouTube channels. I just love to see what other people really enjoyed during the year, and if somebody shows something in the yearly favorites, you really know they truly enjoyed it. So here are my yearly favorites. I hope that you enjoy watching it as much as I enjoy filming this one. I will show you all the products exactly in the order I would put them on my face, and actually I did put them on my face. All of them, all of my favorites are now on my face, and I show you exactly what I did earlier. Starting off with a primer, and there's no doubt about which primer I would choose because I only own one primer, and this is because I'm not really interested in primers so much. I don't believe they do a lot, but this one is doing quite a bit. It is the Hollywood Flawless Filter from Charlotte Tilbury. It is in this gorgeous glass bottle with a rose gold lid. You can apply it straight to your face from this applicator, and I just love putting that on underneath my foundation. It is doing so many things in one, starting with giving you a gorgeous glow, which nothing else can give me this glow really. It also gives you a tiny little bit of coverage. It is usually not enough for me, but when I use this primer I can get away with using less foundation, which is always very good, and also it makes your foundation stay much longer. Foundation this year was a little bit of a tough one because there's so many different kinds of foundation out there. So first I wanted to cheat a little bit with this one and choose 2 or 3, but then I thought, you know what, I'm just gonna show you guys the one I used the most days, and this is my absolute favorite foundation, which is not even a foundation because it is a tinted moisturizer. It is from BareMinerals, their Complexion Rescue Tinted Hydration Gel Cream. That's a mouthful. This tinted moisturizer gives me enough coverage for every day. It just smooths out your skin and gives you a very flawless looking complexion. I'm not sure how often I rebought this, but I think 4 or 5 times, and I have different shades. This one is my winter shade. This is the shade Vanilla 02. But I also have a darker shade, and they came out with more and more shades, so I'm gonna go and check them out to see if there's a better match for me. But this one is a really good match, so I think I'm gonna stick with this anyway. But I just love it. It has SPF 30. It doesn't crease, like it stays on. It doesn't crease under the eye. I just put it everywhere, and I really have no bad things to say about this, and I would recommend it to everybody. If I want to go out in the evenings or if I have a special event, I probably would not go for this because then I want to have a little bit more coverage. Yeah, I have a few other options which I'm going for then, but my yearly favorite is this one. Moving on to concealer, and there was also for me no doubt this is the best concealer I've ever tried. This is a Tarte Shape Tape Concealer in the color Light Neutral. I would say this color is a little bit too dark for me at the moment. It is a perfect match for me in the summer, but at the moment it's not really highlighting, but it's very good for concealing spots around my face. It smells really lovely. I really like the smell. But other than that, it has just great coverage, and also this one never creases under my eyes. This one I don't wear at the moment because, like I told you, it is not light enough at the moment, so I'm wearing the Too Faced Born This Way concealer at the moment. But if I would have this one in lighter, I would wear this every day at the moment as well, because it's just, I can trust it, like it stays on, and if I have pimples or redness, I can just put it on. I let it dry a little bit, and then I just tap it so that you can't really see the difference between my skin and the concealer. So I tap the edges a little bit. But yeah, I'm completely in love with this, and I don't know how I get a new one because I'm not living in America, and I'm not sure where to get it in Europe, probably on Amazon, but I'm not sure. I have to have a look where I can get it. Big love. Next is powder, and also here I knew it would be Hourglass. It is the ambient diffused light, which I'm having here right now, but I just mean in general all the powders from Hourglass are so gorgeous. Like this one I like to use to set my under eye area. At the moment I'm so light in my face that I can use this all over my face, but I have some other powders in the palette as well which I love to use, so I'm showing you this one. But just in general the Hourglass powders are great. They don't make you completely matte, they keep you a little bit glowing but not shiny like a disco ball, so I just love them, and they're not glittery at all. Staying with Hourglass for a little while, I can show you my favorite palette of the year, which is this one, which is no surprise. It is from Hourglass. It is the Ambient Lighting Edit Unlock palette, which has 2 face powders, 1 bronzing powder, 2 blushes and 1 highlighter in the palette. And yeah, I enjoy these powders so much. The bronzer is so nice to give you a little bit of a glow, especially in the winter. We look so matte and dry. I like to add a little bit of a glow even with my bronzer. These blushes I love, especially this one. That's my absolute favorite blush at the moment, which leads me to the next topic in a second. This blush is also really gorgeous. I don't like it every day and not when I go outside in the daylight too much, because it does have little glittery chunks, which I don't mind in the evening because then you can't detect it on the skin. But with really harsh sunlight, it could be a little bit much, so I tend to use this one more in the evenings. And then this one is a highlighter shade, which I'm not using as a highlighter, but I use it as an eyeshadow. I put it either on the lid in the middle here, or I highlight my inner eye, and for that purpose this shade is absolutely perfect. Moving on and staying with Hourglass one time again is the blushes, which I just showed you one of my favorites in the palette. The blushes in general from Hourglass are just top notch. Here I have, just as an example, the little travel size of diffused heat, which I'm wearing today, and as you can see it's just really can you see it now? It's just very pretty. I mean, already the packaging is so nice. It has this marble effect, and it has a blush inside and also like a shimmering skin powder marbled inside here. So this is not a matte blush, it's like slightly shimmery, which I really enjoy. We kind of skipped the bronzer now, but I do have a separate favorite other than the one in the palette, and I would say this is a favorite of mine since years. I mean, I only do YouTube now since a few months, so I didn't show it to you before. If I would have done videos in the past, I would have showed you this one all the time, every year, every month. This is the Holla bronzer from Benefit, and I bought this one because I watched so many YouTube videos telling me how great this bronzer is, and it actually is great. I think in the meantime they brought out a lighter version of this, which is Holla Light probably, but I still have the original. It is completely shuttered, so I can't really show you. Let's hope it doesn't fall out. But yeah, I still use it. I mean, it's everything inside this box, so the product doesn't fly away. I can still use it, no problem, but I will buy this one again very soon, and I will always rebuy this one. What I love about this is that it is not too ashy, so it's not muddy on the skin, but it's also not too warm toned and red on the skin, like I just got a little bit too much sun. This is just in between, so you can contour with it, you can bronze with it. It fits to all the skin tones in the world, I would say. A friend of mine uses this as a face powder because she's so dark, and she just uses that all over the face. It looks also great. It is a matte bronzer, and it's just my all-time favorite. If I would have to decide for one bronzer which I would have to use till the end of my days, it would have been this one. Next is highlighter, and here I could not decide. I hope you are not upset with me, but I have to show you two. They are very different, so please don't mind it. First highlighter I'm going to show you is the Becca Shimmering Skin Perfector in Pearl, which is this big ass one, which I don't think I will ever run out of. Yeah, it comes with a little pump, which is very, very difficult sometimes because you always have more than you need, and then you end up putting so much glow on your face, but well, I don't mind it, it's so beautiful. I have this one in different colors, but at the moment this one in Pearl is my absolute favorite because I'm so pale in the winter. This one is nearly white, so it gives me this really, really gorgeous like ice princess glow. But I think they have it in all the colors. They have also the pressed powders and the creamy versions of it, and this one is a liquid version, but it's also super creamy. Like, I just put it on the back of my hand and then I go in with my beauty sponge and just tap it everywhere I want to glow. The second one is slightly newer to my makeup stash, and it's from Hourglass, the Champagne Flash Champagne Flash Vanish Highlighter? Vanish Highlighter. It is a stick which you can just turn up so that the product can come out. I think the idea is that you can put it straight onto your face, but to be honest, I really don't like that because it's moving my foundation too much. So what I usually do is I take it a little bit out like this, and then I put it on my finger and tap it on, and then also take my dampened beauty sponge and really work it into my face. Lately I like to just mix those two together. I use the Shimmering Skin Perfector first. I use it right after I put my foundation and concealer on and work it into these products. Then I finish my face, and when I'm completely done with the rest of my face, I'm gonna go in and basically touch it up with this one. So I put some bronzer on and some blush and some powder probably. So Becca highlighter normally disappears a little bit, and then I go in and just refresh it with the Hourglass one. I have a few eye products which I wanted to show you for my favorites, and one is the eyebrow sculpt from KIKO, which is my eyebrow pencil, which is also no surprise because I think this is also the only eye product which I brought to Spain with me. So I couldn't show you anything else, and this is definitely my favorite because that is what I took. It's a really, really ashy tone, which I enjoy, and it has a spoolie on the other side. So what I do, I brush through my little hair, then I fill it in with that side, and then just to make it a little bit softer, I brush it through again. I would be super happy if you leave a comment to recommend me your favorite eyebrow product, because yeah, I'm a little bit bored with it. I know that Benefit makes some really great eyebrow products, and also Anastasia Beverly Hills, but I'm not sure if I want to spend so much money on my eyebrows. I don't know, maybe I should. Just please let me a comment and tell me your thoughts and your favorite products. My neighbors just turned on the music, so if you can hear that, I'm sorry. I can hear it very clearly. My favorite mascara is the Too Faced Better Than Sex mascara. I love it, love it, love it. Every time I use it, I'm like, whoa, I have so much volume and length. And I normally have a few different mascaras, which I'm like rotating between. But lately I have only this one and one other one, which I think, I don't know what the name is of my other mascara. Oh well, it's from the drugstore, it's not bad, but it's not as good as this one. And I use the other one when I just like go to the bakery or something. I just quickly mascara on, and I don't want to use this one because this one is expensive. Then I use the other one, but normally I always use this one, and it gives me amazing, amazing, amazing lashes. I am quite keen to try the Lancôme Monsieur Big, because I heard so many good things about it on YouTube, and I'm very intrigued to give it a try next year. Staying with the eyes, I have one eyeshadow for you. Something which is really new to me is the Charlotte Tilbury Eyes to Mesmerise in Jean. This is a cream eyeshadow, so this is not a powder. This is the best color ever for your eyelids. It's like a really bridal color. If you are a bride-to-be, I would highly recommend this one as a base for you. It is like a pinky golden champagne color, everything you want. It's super easy to wear. I just put it on my whole eyelid and then just leave it like that. Just put some mascara on, or I use that as a base for the next layer of my powder eyeshadows. So the last part are my lips, and I have two favorites. The first one is a lip liner from the drugstore. It's from Catrice. It's a long-lasting lip pencil, waterproof, in the color 150 Vintage Rose. And this for me is, I hate to say it, but it's a little bit better even than the Charlotte Tilbury lip cheats in Pillow Talk, for example. So this one for me is a color which I thought Pillow Talk's gonna be. So this one is for me the perfect Your Lips But Better color. I can do a little swatch for you. Try to show it. I have to admit, I'm not sure if you can still get this one because I bought it, oh god, long time ago, but I bought like 5 or so because it's so cheap. It's like 2 or 3 euros. So I bought a lot and they are just everywhere in my handbag and at home here. I gave some away. But this one is not what I'm wearing at the moment. It is from Lisa Eldridge, the lipstick in Velvet Jazz. It's in a gorgeous golden packaging. It makes this really nice, satisfying click when you close it. And the lipstick itself is just, oh, the most beautiful I've ever seen. It looks like velvet. Lisa Eldridge did 3 lipsticks recently, and I love all 3 of them. But if I have to choose only one, I think I would choose Velvet Jazz, just because you can put it on really bold or really light. What I'm wearing today is this color. I'm wearing it, I would say medium. I put first some Elizabeth Arden 8 Hour Cream on, and then I put a light layer of this and just like, I used a lip brush and just put it everywhere on my lips. If I was to put this on completely straight from the bullet onto my lips, it would have been even more deep and vibrant. I like it a lot like this because it's super easy to wear and I don't have to worry how it comes off. I also enjoy wearing it even more light. I would put a really big layer on with something moisturizing, anything moisturizing, and then I would take this, pat it like maybe 3 times on my lips and then work it in with my fingers, and then it just gives this really gorgeous rosy stain, and that's what is super funny about this lipstick. It looks so bricky and red in the bullet, but if you use it as a stain, it turns like a rosy pinky. So it's super versatile. If I have only one lipstick to take with me for like a week's holiday, it would be this one because you can do so many different things with it. That is it from my yearly favorites. I have one fun favorite for you as well, which is my bathrobe. I'm sitting here in my bathrobe and I just love it. It's so cozy and warm, and I only have it since 2 months, I think. I never had a dressing gown before in my life, maybe when I was a little child, but this one is my first in my adult life. I don't know why I waited for so long to get one. It is the best thing ever when you can wake up and just directly into your dressing gown and then just stay the whole day in your dressing gown if you want to, especially over Christmas time. That is the best thing you can do. And I also like the color because it fits to my Lisa Eldridge lipstick, so I can be super casual but glam at the same time. I hope you enjoyed the video. If so, please give it a thumbs up and subscribe to my channel if you are not already subscribed. Also, hit the notification button, which is a tiny little bell, the grey bell, because if you don't do that, you do not get any notification whatsoever when I post a new video, and so I might post a video every now and then and you don't get it, and I'm also wondering why none of my viewers watch my videos, so it's sometimes a little bit strange with the views. So I really highly recommend pressing that button. I wish you all the best New Year's ever, and I hope all of you have a super good start into the year 2019. All the best for you guys, and I will see you all next year. Mwah.